the Midnight Roman. Today I'm going to be bringing you an unparceling, however you want to call it. This is from the Olive Weddings website. If you've seen a couple of my videos that I posted recently, one was from Bride and Grooms Direct, another one was from Minted Weddings, and that was showcasing you examples of their invitations, and what you can and how you go about getting your wedding stationery. Today I've received a parcel from Olive Weddings with tons of free samples in that you can also order as well off their site. So I ordered swatches of colours, samples of the invitation, samples of the font and the colours they do, samples of save the day cards, literally every sample that they could literally physically send me on their site, I have ordered. So I will link down below and write all the information for the Olive Weddings website. So here is a humongous pile of stuff. They didn't actually send me a letter or anything. The only reason I know it's the Olive Weddings is because on the thing it says it there. Usually when I've had these wedding things, the minted one and the bride and groom, they had a letter just thanking you for thinking of their company. But there was nothing in this one. It was just all the samples, which, I mean, it's a little bit impersonal. If they'd have just wrote, you know, dear customer, here is a sample or a range of our products and stuff like that, it just felt a bit impersonal, like they just didn't take the time to, you know, just do it. But it might be just me being picky, but, you know, they need to, you know, give you a personal service, then they need to kind of. So instead of me rambling on, let's get to the items. So first of all, nicely and squashed in the world's tiniest envelope, we have the font styles that they do in colours. So this is all the different colours they do here. And then they have another one here, which I believe is exactly the same as the last one. Exactly the same. Exactly the same print. They've just sent me 2 copies. So here, the same one. They've just sent me 2 copies. So that's to show you all the different colours of the writing that you can have. They also sent me some little samples. So you've got one that says smoke. You've got one that says mid-grey. You've got cool grey. Just come on, pick it up. And then you've obviously got black. I'm not sure what they are for because it doesn't say. It just gives me samples. I think these are possibly colours of the card that you can get, but it doesn't say anything. So it's not turning out to be as a personalised service as I thought. It just looks like it was just thrown in an envelope. Then we have this one that just says 1. So this would obviously be on the table on a stand, and it would obviously show that it's table 1. So it's like just a basic table number. If you want something a bit more personalised for your table, you can have these little name cards that you can have in front of everyone's seat. It tells you their name. You can obviously get them in different colours and styles as well. And I'm sure you can change the font and the colour of the font. This is a luggage tag style one as well. So you could have this attached maybe with a string, put round maybe the wine glass on the table. If you wanted to do something a bit different, you could put it round the wine glass and they'd have to look for their name. Then we have a save the date card. This one obviously has a floral theme to it, but there are loads of these on their website, and obviously the font and that, I believe, and the colour of the font obviously is optional. It's just plain on the back. We then have a table name one. So if you don't want to write individual place cards, you could stick this in the middle of the table, and then it just have the names of the people that's on the table. So if you just stick it in the middle in like, you can have it on a like mini easel in the middle of the table. If you wanted to do something like that, you just get like a mini paint easel and stick that on, or you can have it in one of those little holder things, or just stand it in front of a vase would look really pretty. And obviously it's just got backing paper on the back, so you can obviously choose the colour of your border, the lettering and colouring again. Then we have like a bog standard menu. It's got a little fishy and that, and then it's just like the menu on a plain kind of card. Kind of boring, really. But some people like the whole simple wedding style like that. This one says eat, drink and be married. I don't know what you'd use this for. Maybe stick it on the table in the middle or something around your reception as well. I do love the brown colour. It's kind of vintage style, maybe would be, or retro. Then we get down to the bit that I was most interested in, was ordering a huge selection of their actual wedding invitations in different styles and colours. So we will try and get through these in a quick and orderly fashion. So we'll go for the bog standard ones and we'll work up. So we'll go for the ones that are just like a flat piece of card to start with. So to go with the eat and drink one, you have like a rustic, looks like recycled paper style looking one. So if you were having like an eco wedding, or you're having like a vintage or a retro wedding, something like this would be good. Obviously you can change the colour of the font and they can alter the layout slightly as well. So that's kind of cool. If you then want something a bit more decorative but you don't want to go all out, you can have something like this, where it's just like a cream card, which is optional. Obviously you have the different colours, and then you can obviously do the writing in different colours as well so that it stands out. And then if you want to go for something for a bit more dramaticism to it, you can go for the flower borders like this, which gives it a pop of colour in a different way, and then the information is more a neutral standard layout one. Then we get to the, what I like to call the kind of birthday card style card opening, where it opens outwards. So the basic card, kind of like this, where it's just like the simple style, and the little detail there of the little swirls and that. And then it's kind of like, and then you got like the paper insert, where you have the different information there, and then it's kind of like a piece of paper and a card, which is then plain on the back. And then if you want something with a bit more colour and a bit more detailing, you can have something like this, which is obviously you can change the colours as well. And then obviously you get your writing, and again it's the piece of paper. It's not the thinnest paper in the world, but it is quite thick. And then you get the card, and then you get the inside again, where you can obviously change the font and the style and the writing. And then on the back, this one's got more detailing, where the print goes from the front to the back. Then you have the kind of new age style things, which you get like this, which is a gorgeous green colour, but then it opens up like this. And this one opens up like this, but then you have to turn it. So it's kind of like an envelope, which is kind of cool and kind of not. So you got the information there on the side, and it looks like an envelope. It's got a little pocket here. So if you need to add something else to your thing, like if you want to add a map, directions, or any other information, you can pop it in there as well, which is also handy. You then have this grey one, which is grey, and again the same sort of style, but a bit more detailing on the actual invite there. As you can see, you've got the hearts and you've got the more colour detailing there. so it stands out a bit more. You still have the pocket, but it's just a different style of font and that. Then you get the dark coloured one, which again has the little pocket, but then again it's a different style inside again. This has gone for the more sort of, I want to say, contemporary style, so you've got the more fancier writing, but then the more less in your face colours as well, so you've got the kind of simplistic but contemporary look. Then we've gone for a different shaped one, so instead of having it long, we've gone for like a square envelope now. Again, this is the nice cream coloured card with another pocket still, but this is the more, like, I suppose you could call it the more feminine. You have the flowers at the top and the bottom, and then you have the font in the middle, which is kind of simplistic, but the flowers do give that card just that little something. And obviously you've got this gorgeous blue border as well, which really does make a difference to the card. And obviously you can always tie a ribbon around it as well to make it stand out. You can obviously put writing on the front too, so if you wanted to address it to whoever on the front and then tie it with a ribbon so they could open it, that would also work. And then to stay away from like the neutral colours, I got one that would really pop. So if you're having a pop colour inspired romantic, just in your face kind of wedding, then you can have an invitation that's kind of like this. But then in the inside, you've got this kind of banner looking, and then you've got the pink writing, if you can see that. And then you've got just the information, simplistic again, but the colour, and you've got the pocket still. So each of them, if they're like this, have the pockets, whether they're the long, the square, or whatever. And then obviously you've got the detailing there. So for their invitations, you have everything from colour choices to font choices to the shape, how much detailing you want. So it is a really good personalised service. So you can have a pink card with blue writing and have it square, and then you can theme your table settings, your menus, your save the date cards, your table numbers, the whole works. And then you can obviously then choose all your colours and that. The only thing missing for me was the letter personalising it to you. They did ask for your wedding day. I had to put in a fake one obviously to get the samples. I am engaged, if you didn't know. I've been engaged for 11 years, and I have a wedding blog as well on Blogger called Midnight Raven, if you want to check that out, where I blog about weddings. And all the stuff that entails with weddings, along with all my videos from YouTube, are on that site as well, if you want to check that out. I just felt that if they'd have put a letter in the thing addressing you, like congratulations on your engagement, or to the bride and groom, just something to give it that more personal touch than just shoving them in an envelope. It would have just been a bit more of a personalised service for me. Minted Weddings sent me a letter, and so did Bride and Groom. So I do have some more. I've ripped the thing now. I do have some more samples on the way from other wedding companies. So as soon as I have them, I will be bringing them to you. So that was Olive Weddings. I've never used that service before. I have done original invitation ones, which were from Bride and Groom, which I've now done twice, and I've only done minted once. I am waiting on another minted one that is on its way, hopefully. It's a different pack to the one I've just shown you. Then I have this one, and then I think I have one from a company called Lily as well that's on its way. So I have more wedding stuff, more wedding blogging to come. If you haven't already, I'd love if you'd like to subscribe to my channel. Do check out the Minted Wedding one and the Bride and Groom one if you want to check them out. They had invitations and everything in there, and loads of details as well. So if you haven't already, I'd love it if you like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you to everyone for watching. We've got 7,000 views now, which is awesome. Please check out all my playlists, like, subscribe, share to everybody, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.